Tonight's Love Island was an absolute revelation. We got through a whole episode and Nicole didn't moan at Kieran once. It's crazy. Tonight we got 2 new bombshells. I am sorry, but I can't remember their names. But every single year, the girls will get a text saying that bombshells are coming in and they want to take them on a date and they're like, yay, and they're dancing and they're all excited. But if a guy had to get a text saying that a girl was taking him out on a date, if he even reacts, if he even flinches, smiles, laughs, anything, the girls will go fucking nuts. And it's like, why is he so happy? But the girls are allowed to dance about. To be fair, Mimi is single, so they were all really excited for Mimi. Uma is kind of half single, although she's given Will way too much of her time. And Jess was kind of just like not bothered, and Joy, I think that Joy wasn't really bothered either, to be honest. I don't really understand why they formatted it the way they did. They sent 3 girls on a date with 2 guys. That didn't make sense to me. Why didn't they bring in 3 guys? When they were on the date, the guys were being really nice and they were complimenting the 3 of them, but it was really like Jessie was sitting in the middle and she was on a double date and she was just like a 5th wheel. So this guy was interested in Mimi. I mean, why wouldn't he be? Mimi and Uma are both stunning, right? But they're sitting there like, I know how to treat a woman. That's not how things would have went if I was in Casa. They're all talk. They all come in and they say these things. Now, I'm not trying to say that these guys are fake. I actually think that the 2 of them are really funny together. But they're going to come in and say that, aren't they? Because they're trying to basically get into the lassie's pants. And when a guy's trying to get into your pants, he'll fucking tell you anything. This guy's confidence is off the charts. To be fair, he's not exactly ugly, but I actually like his confidence. I think he's funny. I like the way that he's complimenting Uma, and he's not afraid to just be like, I'll just sit and tell Will this to his face, that he's not good enough for you, which he's not good enough for her. It's absolutely driving me fucking insane. I don't even know what she sees in him. What was really interesting to me is that after the girls got a text saying that they were going on dates with bombshells, Emma and Grace suddenly decided to tell Connor and Blade that they weren't that into them and it was more friend vibes. When Grace was talking to Blade, he was like, oh, things are going well, I'm really happy. And then when she was saying like she's really touchy-feely usually, and he's like, oh, that's me as well, like kind of making out as if he wasn't really that into her after he just says that he was. And there's people online saying that they forced, like the producers forced Grace to choose Blade. And I do think that that's the case. Emma sat Connor down to tell him that it was friend vibes. And he was like, yeah, yeah. And she's like, stop saying yeah, yeah. Like, it was so rude. And to be honest, I thought that he was being really attentive. And he took it so well. It was like, if you're not feeling a spark, you can't make it happen. Like, I kind of thought, do you know what, he's a bit too good for her, to be honest. I don't really like her attitude. Will pulled Emma for a chat, and as I said yesterday, he's going to change his tune. Because that movie night, he was like, oh, I did it because I wanted. Like, I've not done anything wrong. Like, pure lad mentality. Acting like a fucking child. And I knew that this was going to happen. He pulled her for a chat, and he's like, oh, I'm really sorry. Like, I need to take your feelings into consideration. No, Will. You don't need to take your feelings into consideration. You just need to get yourself to fuck. Sean pulled Matilda for a chat, and it is so annoying because Uma and Matilda have seen what Will and Sean were like in Casa. They've heard the first-hand fucking stories for the Casa girls. They've seen it with their own eyes, and they're still giving them another chance. And what really was riling me up is that when Sean pulled Matilda for a chat, and he was like, oh, I just want a kiss, and he's been all cute. And then she was talking about it, and she's like, oh, it's annoying because I want to be angry at him, but he's just so cute. And I think to myself, I used to do stupid shit like that when I was younger. I remember it specifically with one person, and I would be so angry, and I knew what they had done. And then they'd come over, and we'd be talking, and I'd be raging. But, like, I just wanted to give them kisses and cuddles. And see, as soon as they were like, oh, I want a kiss, I'd be like, all right then. Fucking hell, man. I mean, I was such a fucking idiot. To be fair, I was in my early 20s, right, and I'm 40 now. But it's just so fucking embarrassing. At least I didn't do it on national TV. So this is the first time in a while that we haven't seen Nicole just fucking moaning the face off Kieran constantly. And Nicole is getting so much hate online right now. And I've made videos about her myself saying that she's not stable, like they should have psychiatric evaluations before they go into the house. And I feel bad for her because I know she's just insecure. The real problem is that if Kieran was acting the way Nicole is, people would be fucking losing their shit. Like, she was kissing people during the tasks and she's like, yeah, like, you know, if they won the task, they're like, Casa, Casa. But as soon as he kissed somebody in the task, she was going fucking mental. And then when she came back for Casa and she found out that he had been messaging somebody in Snapchat, newsflash, he slept with 120 people, his fucking Snapchat messages will be going insane. The way she was acting over somebody that he'd messaged in the past. Now, if he had talked like that with her, the public would be going crazy and they would be calling him all sorts of names and saying that he was abusing her mentally and all that. So, even though I do feel bad for Nicole because I genuinely think that she's just an insecure person and she's really nice, you just can't treat somebody like that. Overall, tonight's episode wasn't that dramatic. Every time Sean and Will opened their mouths, I was just like that. Away and fuck. However, what I'm going to talk about next is a spoiler alert, and it's about 2 other people leaving, so if you don't want to know, then I'll see you tomorrow. So I was in work tonight and one of my friends told me that 2 other people have left the island and they didn't know if it was going to be tonight's episode or not. But I was kind of thinking, well, who could it be? One person apparently got booted for the island and their partner left with them. So I was thinking the only couple that's in that position would probably be Nicole and Kieran. But as I'm watching TikTok videos and seeing things on Twitter and stuff, it turns out that it's supposedly Will and Uma. Which is absolutely devastating because Will is a dick, right? I don't know why he got booted for the island. I don't know if he's maybe said something or if it's some sort of vote or something. I don't know how it's worked. But apparently she's left. And it's like, after everything that he done to her in Casa, and basically sat and says to that girl, oh, you're my type on paper, like I like blondes and all that, and then kissed her in bed, and then she comes back and he's just a dick to her. And then he gets booted for the island and she leaves for him. And that's because tonight they were talking and he was saying, oh, you want to make it official between us? And she says, aye, but I want you to work for it. And then he says, oh, I mean, if you got booted for the island and if you left, I'd leave with you. Obviously he's going to say that now. Do you know what I mean? If he really felt that way when the girls came in for Casa, he wouldn't have been kissing people. He wouldn't have been trying to get to know people. If you're going to leave the island for somebody, then that's not how you act. He talks absolute fucking shite. He's a compulsive liar. Anyway, that's the rumours that I'm hearing, but let me know in the comments if you've heard anything else, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!